Hey folks, this is Len Farrar at Market Shaper Marketing, and just wanted to talk about one particular aspect of Google Places. And I was working on submitting a business listing a couple of weeks ago, and I ran into a problem, and took about 45 minutes to finally figure it out. So I thought if I had that same question, I'm sure other people might have it as well. So wanted to talk about that, and that specifically involves categories. So let me first log into the back office and we can take a look, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, as you can see, we're on the business places section. This is where a business owner would fill in a new listing for a business. And if you scroll down here towards about the middle of the page, you'll see a section that says categories. And this is how a business is defined. Now, you can add up to 5 categories that describe your business. The first one, you'll notice, is an asterisk, meaning that has to be submitted, that has to be filled. And the first category should be something that is already in Google Places. In other words, it's a default category. After that, you can then add additional categories up to 5, as I mentioned. And those you can get a little bit more detail if what is listed is not sufficient. Now, one thing where I got into some difficulty, where the question was, is sometimes an organization or business will have professional affiliations or designations, and those designations often are capitalized. And if you go into the help form here and did a little bit of research, and there was one issue specifically for LASIK surgeons. Now, if you notice, the term LASIK is all capitalized. Now, at this point, this is back in September of 2010, a business owner was not able to submit this because it went into the guidelines or against the guidelines of excessive capitalization. Now, what's interesting is that within the categories itself, Google had those terms capitalized. In other words, they did it that way. They put it as capitalized, and yet the business was not able to have it submitted. And what happened back here during this time, September, Cecilia at Google had this manually submitted, and eventually it was able to be submitted, and my understanding, it was corrected. Now, there's a couple of things that you can do. First of all, if you do have a professional designation, check the form and make sure that it's something that, well, first check the category, make sure that it's something that is there. The other thing is check the forms and see that it might be something where it's currently discussed, and they may have an issue. Sometimes also you can get a more general category, and you can get under the radar with that. And if it's still not listed, the other workaround, quite simply, put it in lowercase. And that actually is one way that it will be submitted if it is all lowercase, because it does not obviously conflict with excessive capitalization. So it's a minor point, but I think it's going to be something. If you had a question on it, it will be a huge time saver. So, in any event, if you have any questions, any concerns, comments, go ahead and leave them below. And again, this is Len Farrar, Market Shaper Marketing. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.